Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to Metarunes. We've got some juicy updates this week on the Asgard build that we're doing for the Build for Baldur competition being put on by Iron Gate, the Valheim developers. We've got a big collective of people working on this right now for the submission, which is due this weekend. So lots of work happening. I've been posting live stream videos for the past couple weeks, so if you've been following along, that's awesome. If you haven't, definitely go back and check out the live streams and my previous update video. I'm going to jump in right where the last update video left off and kind of cover some of the stuff that we built out this week. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So last time around, we had kind of started on the lighting for the Bifrost Bridge here. It's looking pretty awesome for sure. We've built it out a little bit more, but there's still a bit of iteration to do there. We're using the pink totems for the pink lighting here. And we want those to be a little bit more blended, a little less defined. So still kind of experimenting with that, but great to get that worked out. And then if we zoom a little bit forward here, we've got these big kind of entryway pillars just to kind of ground everything, kind of add some symmetry with the pillars out there, and then kind of frame the palace up top really nicely. Next up, we've been doing a bunch of gardening, adding some thistle and onion seeds. Kind of the pink and purple vibe is what we're going for, just because it looks so mystical and fantasy, which kind of fits in with the Asgard vibe. We're doing kind of a similar thing up here. We started to work on the planting, but need to do a little bit more. And then, as you've probably seen, there's been an absolute ton of work over on the this kind of settlement town areas. We've been building lots of little structures and buildings. We've been going for this kind of Roman classical theme with the stone roofs in a lot of cases, as it kind of meshes well with the bridge and the palace. So yeah, doing lots of little builds like that. You can kind of see we're using a lot of the artisan tables and looms and that kind of thing to get that turquoise blue lighting. Karadan also worked on these towers, which look really cool. He was working on something that looked like a spaceship last time around, if you saw my previous video, but we tweaked the design to turn it into these towers, which we've got on both sides for a little bit more symmetry. And yeah, just lots of little structures that everyone's been thrown up. Nothing too fancy, but just kind of fills out the space really nicely. I should also apologize for the frame rate. The bridge has so many different emanating items in it that whenever you look at it, it definitely chugs down a little bit. Not too big of a deal for this contest because we're just submitting screenshots, but tougher when I'm making videos. And then if we zoom over here, you can see a few more houses and structures. Somebody put a hot tub in there, it looks like. There's kind of a meeting area here. We're using the stone ovens here to get some kind of more intricate block work, which I talked about in my last video. Another one of these towers. Some more stone structures. Kind of a cool little decorative building. A fire pit. I think somebody added like a little customs office down here by the boats, which is kind of fun. A little funeral pyre area. If you're familiar with the lore of Baldur, it definitely involves a big like funeral pyre boat. And I think this is supposed to be like a funeral meal or something like that. And then we're currently working on adding a little shipyard over here, which you'll be able to see off in the distance from one of our screenshot locations. So it's coming along pretty well. I think that kind of covers everything that's happened since the last video. It's definitely starting to look very full and complete. We've probably got a couple more buildings to add on either side of the palace here. And then otherwise, it's just lots of finishing touches, finishing up that bridge, playing around with the lighting a little bit more on the bridge. Or sorry, I should say finishing up the docks. I may redo the Bifrost portal, which I quickly shared last time. This is kind of a Valheim take on it, but I'm not sure if I'm loving it, and I don't know if it kind of matches the rest of the vibe of the build, so may tweak this a little bit more. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at the moment, and we're very happy with how things are coming together. If you're interested in joining, definitely check out our Discord server, which is down in the link below. We're always welcoming new players, every day, every week. I've probably got another live stream coming up this week to kind of cover the final changes that I'll be making. And then we'll have a proper tour video coming out next weekend after we've submitted everything. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for all your support on these videos, and we'll catch you next time.